All right, man. Welcome to issue 123 Nerdflow Podcast. We are back again. We've been gone for about 3 weeks. A good portion of us here work retail, and it's holidays, and people be tired. We get worked a lot, so yeah. So that's what we've been. But yeah, man, this is a show all about nerding out on any and everything in the nerd culture spectrum. And we talk about it on this show. We talk about video games. We talk about comic books. We talk about anime. We talk about pro wrestling. We talk about all types of stuff, man. Movies, anything you name it, we talk about on this show. So I would like to say first, to those who listen to us on a weekly basis, we're back. And for those who are maybe new to Nerdflow Podcast, we welcome you. Enjoy the show. All right, man. So, housekeeping stuff. First, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Search Nerdflow Podcast. Follow us on there for all the latest and greatest in news. If you just, you want to stay in the loop on any and everything Nerdflow, or any and everything in nerd culture, you should definitely follow our Facebook page. We also have a Facebook community. You can also search Nerdflow Podcast. We are like 500 something members strong in there, So if you looking to do that, jump on in. We welcome you with open arms. We also still have 50% off Nerdflow t-shirts. In addition to that, still got the YouTube popping, just like this episode or this issue, what we call issues on our show. This issue will go live once we're done recording live on Sprinkler. So you can get that immediately on YouTube. So if you got it like that, and you got YouTube Premium, and you can listen to us on the audio form on YouTube. So you can check us out on there as well. And yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff to get into. We got 3 weeks worth of stuff that we just been piling on. So, first and foremost, team, what's up? How's everybody? Did y'all down me?
No. we are here.
Yeah, they mics on mute.
Wow.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. Do I have a technical issue here? I'm like, what the hell?
My bad, dog.
Well, since we've been gone, my birthday passed and everything, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to record on my birthday, but you know how that go.
Hey, take it as you was off on your birthday.
Exactly.
The thing was, I was ready to be like extra crunk on the show, but
Turn down for
like right now, like since then, like the body has just, like I said, told y'all, man, like I got so much tension in my neck, back, shoulders. It's like making my head constantly hurt.
Oh, that's what the mid-30s feel like?
Yeah. We age, us men age a little faster than y'all women do.
I don't know about all that, brother. I feel great. Speak for yourself on that one. I feel great. I feel awesome.
34. You got until March to get 34. When like that, the first 48 hours,
bro. That's 3 months away. That's 3 months away. That's a whole quarter.
Listen to me. The first 48 hours, I had a little spring in my step.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, it instantly got cold. Like when it gets cold, your body's gonna let you know your age.
Bro, I'm cold every night because my wife has the thermostat on 68. Anyway.
No, you're not listening to me. There's a difference between 68 and 29.
Oh gosh.
I stay in Texas. We get all 4 seasons in one day, bro.
I know that too. Exactly. I stayed in Texas too. I know that. But I live in the Mississippi Delta. That hawk goes against these flat plains. You don't act like you don't remember that hawk shooting across, hitting you in the face, hitting your body.
Remember? I know.
Right.
I know y'all get all 4 seasons.
That hope it hit you, and everybody, you go from being 18 to 72 in 1 minute.
Nah, man. Bundle up, bro. Bundle up. All right, man.
Oh.
So, what's up?
This past weekend, I bought a Yoda. Did y'all see my Yoda I bought?
Is it a Funko?
No,
Baby
it's
Yoda?
no. Baby Yoda's gonna hit the market next year. But no, I bought the
It's too
actual.
early for Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
Child,
I bought the
it's called
actual
child.
Yeah,
Baby
well,
Yoda.
You know what I mean.
But
They named him.
I bought an animatronic Yoda. Like he moved, talk, move his lightsaber, move his mouth and his eyes, and make facial expressions and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I bought it from the Disney store in Gulfport. It was like on sale for $25. And I found the comic book store at the outlet down there in Gulfport. And y'all, I stepped in and almost made a purchase that I thought I was gonna regret, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't make it, but I was finna make it. Like me and my stepdad, we was looking at it. They had a Nintendo 64 with 3 games, 2 joysticks, and it was $80. And the 3 games were GoldenEye, Mario 64, and Resident Evil 2. So I was like, yeah, this looking like it's about to get purchased. But then I realized I ain't got nobody to play GoldenEye with.
This is also true.
Oh gosh.
It ain't like you could play online or nothing.
That's true. All right, man. Let's see. Where do we start? First and foremost, I'm not gonna get too into this as of this week. We may touch on it next week. So, real quick for a preview into next week before we get into stuff this week. We're gonna be talking about next week. It'll be like the best of show, which will be the last show of 2019 for Nerd Flow Podcast. So we're gonna be talking about like our favorite. So it's gonna be a combination of, because everybody's talking about the best, because this is like the end of a decade. It's like everything. Everybody's asking about best.
It's the end of a decade.
Yeah, end of decade. This end of decade. That. So we're gonna talk about like a lot of like best of decades type of stuff and stuff for 2019, all in next week's show. So, like I said, if you're not part of the community, I suggest you join like ASAP, because we're gonna be posting up a lot of stuff. We want to get some answers from you guys. We'll kind of give those answers out on the show. So we're gonna be dropping in a bunch of different like questions of what's your best of decade in different categories and stuff like that. So,
okay, but let's jump into something real quick that Tink put me on today. I gotta go ahead and get this off my chest about this chick. Like, she's really ending her career before it even starts.
I'm like, wait a minute.
well, that's okay. You gotta set the people up, man. You gotta set the people up. You just going.
I'm gonna let Tink set it up. She's more informed on it.
You like diving straight in without jumping off the diving board, bro.
Okay.
I ain't never jumped off the diving board.
So
I know you black. It's okay. I never have either, but it's okay. We digress.
well, we have our girl not our girl. We have the new, supposedly, girl of the CW who's about to launch a new show called Stargirl. And I asked, I think it was it you? Who Stargirl is? Or whatever.
Oh yeah, so yeah, the Stargirl trailer. From what I'm getting is the character is, if anybody that's seen like the initial pilot for Legends of Tomorrow, there's like the I think what the league is called. It's like a can't think what they call, but I believe like she gets her powers from one of the characters that's in that particular group. That's what it seemed like from the trailer. It's a pilot, could change, but that's kind of like the gist of it if you like in the CW shows. If I'm wrong about it, somebody please correct me in the comments. But yeah, go ahead, Tink.
So she posted on Hollywood Star that she pretty much a Trump supporter, and I don't know how this is gonna sit too good with everybody.
Like
I
my
mean,
thing. Go ahead,
go
Tink. I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead. Finish it up.
Like my thing is, you're on the CW. CW is like one of the most liberal channels you can be on, because look at everything's about they actually got a hero show with a lesbian, like Thunder on, they promote the stuff that this administration is against. You see what I'm saying? The stuff they fighting against. And like, you're on this channel, so this channel, the fan base on this channel is like pretty much a liberal fan base, and they're doing pretty good. Like, those shows are doing pretty good, even though I guess she's taking the place of Arrow, since Arrow is ending after this crisis.
Nah. It's just an addition. Well, I'll tell you what's taking the place.
I'm saying, she's filling in the gap.
Yeah,
they losing the show. She's filling in the gap for the show.
Arrow and the Canaries is what's taking the place of Arrow, which is the future stuff with his daughter and her, like all of them, like Diggle's stepson and all that stuff. That's the show that's going to take the place of Arrow.
Okay, but my thing is, like, okay, you getting a little bit of fame. Why go ahead and why pull a Lizzo? Is all I'm saying. Like,
I see
why?
what you did.
Yeah. Why even start to set yourself up for failure just because you stepping up a little bit? Because you're not alienating. Like, when these folks see that and they see your show, the first thing they're gonna say is call you, like, this is a liberal channel. I don't know if Warner Brothers is a liberal company or nothing, but I know these shows that they have on there. I'm not a liberal. I'm an independent. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to sway nobody one way or another. I just know what I see on TV. But I'm like, yo, like, you really alienating people right now by showing your support for this dude.
Well,
like, did you not see what happened to Kanye for a brief moment before he started dressing up as a Silver Surfer and changing songs to church music?
Well, okay. I have to play devil's advocate because I always do. I don't think it's going to really change a lot because, okay, prime example here, Brie Larson. And, you know, we have those...
That's different. Brie Larson...
No, but
Brie Larson didn't have a political... Didn't spit out a
But she's... But, okay, you gotta see this part right here. She is all about pro-women. Whether you're not one of those people, but there are men on this planet, dude, that do not like that type of stuff. It's man this, man that, macho.
But it wasn't enough for them to alienate her sis.
Well, dude, there's some people that just don't like. I know a group of people that are in my job, they do not like Brie Larson. I'm just saying. I'm just saying just from what I see. I'm not, and it's gonna be the same thing. There's gonna be a small percentage that's gonna be turned off by her doing it and her posting that, and like, I'm not gonna watch Stargirl now because of this. That's one thing, but I mean, comic book fans are gonna watch it, you know, based on if it's gonna be like good or not. Because despite, you know, the girl that Ruby Rose playing Batwoman, it's a lot of lesbian stuff going on in there, and I've talked to several people that they're kind of like turned off from the show because it's like it's more of that than it is of, you know, action and all that type of stuff. Because
okay, so this is what I'm getting at as far as like with the CW. The CW is doing shows that relate to America now. Let's just be honest. America now. Okay, you're a lesbian. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the true lore of Batwoman. They didn't. It's a different thing. We talked about this before. It's a thing where you change a character that was like, you know, like a straight character or whatever, and then make them that way. But no, Batwoman in the comic book is legit That is,
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
She's a lesbian in the comic book. So I mean, that's true to the. And again,
To the Lord of the comic book,
right? And because
Okay,
as a comic book fan, that's all you care about. Just stick to the origin.
yeah. But my thing is, out of all the characters in DC, you could have did a show about.
Yeah, we know.
Why Stargirl?
That Stargirl show has been in the works for like a long time. I'm talking about like back after. It was probably in the talks, probably after Smallville ended.
Like
It's been that long.
I mean, even though I know that the Harley Quinn cartoon show on DC Universe, I've been watching it. Like, it is not made for regular TV. I promise you, it's not. I hope y'all done caught a couple episodes or something.
No, I haven't. I caught a trailer doing on the CW of it, and I was like, oh, okay, I know what that is.
Yeah, watch the show. It's
Is it giving you like the same vibe like we did when we watched The Boys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's really got it's gruesome. A lot of cursing. Like, okay, we all know that Poison.
It's animated.
Yeah, it's animated, but we all know Poison. It's like it's leading up to this. We all know Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn had a thing, like a little fling with each other.
Oh, definitely.
So it's look like it's leading up to that because Ivy has gotten Harley to lead the Joker, and now Harley living with Ivy, and Ivy and Harley, you know. So it's getting to that point. So, you know, that's what it's getting toward. And that's what I appreciate about DC animated shows. Like, they stick more to the script. They don't try to make all these changes and stuff like that with the anime. Like, true enough, Hush threw me for a loop when we found out who Hush was, and that wasn't actually Hush, but you know how that goes. Still ain't watched it. But I mean, like, it's a good show, don't get me wrong at all. But like, I feel like they, instead of Stargirl, they could have done like
There's some other stuff. I mean, this is part of, you know, what we're gonna talk about. There's some. I mean, we're skipping around pretty much. There's some other shows in the works because, like, the Superman that's on Supergirl, they're getting a show next year. Legends is of course coming back. They're coming back in the new year. Like I said before, you got Arrow. You got what is it called? It's supposed to be called Arrow and the Canaries. That's a spinoff.
I got a question.
What's that?
I've been hearing rumors about like something about the app is getting moved over and they're going to be combining works with like HBO.
That's a possibility because Warner Brothers is on HBO.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm go ahead and get this out the way while it's on my mind. Speaking of Superman,
they got to beef up their service. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. So speaking of Superman, I was watching Crisis and I seen both Supermans. They really should have got their camera angles together. Cause Superman from Supergirl is way smaller than
we
Superman.
We said that like long, like when he first showed up on Superman.
But I had to actually see it for myself. You know, like I had to see a comparison. Like Superman from the movie, what's dude's name?
Brandon Routh.
Yeah, he is way. I don't know. Like dude was so big over Superman from Supergirl. I was like, damn, did they pad his suit and put him on stilts?
Just that much taller. I mean, look at the. I mean,
not to my body wise too. Like he actually, like his Superman suit. Plus, I love the design of his Superman suit. But his Superman suit, like, was like, I'm the real, like when he stepped in the room, I'm the real Man of Steel.
That's mainly why he got the role of the movie. It's just the writing.
He looked like Christopher Reeve.
He did. I mean, he had the whole physique of Christopher Reeve, and that's why they went with him as Superman. It's just the writing sucked on that movie so terribly that it came out the way it did, like the worst Superman movie ever. But he had the whole package.
And I like the way they let him hold his little gray because he looks like older. He looks like older Superman with the gray, with the gray streaks in his hair.
Yeah, it's the Kingdom Come Superman. And Kingdom Come Superman is old as hell.
Yep.
I mean, he look like he probably could be in his 40s or something. I ain't gonna say like old as hell, but he look like middle age Superman. Like I'm not quite 50, but I ain't 30 something either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to get over. I promise y'all, just like I had to get over. I'm trying to think. I had to get over.
Even they made the comparison. I don't know if you've seen. I think it's on the episode on part 2 when they show when they go to, I don't know what Earth it is that Tom Welling's Superman is on, but they even said, even his Lois said like, oh, he's buff. It's like Iris like they all made that comment about him being like just way bigger. So I
ain't seen Tom Welling Superman yet.
Yeah, they kind of know. They kind of know. Well, again, the show is not completely over, and I don't want to spoil because we still got, I think, one more part that comes on. That part 4 is tonight.
Yeah.
And then I think the next one is, I think part 5 is tomorrow. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 parts to it, but I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
I'll watch it on the app.
So
I'm gonna watch it all together like one big movie.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the plan. But I'm
impatient, and then the internet.
And like I'm just like,
case in point, what I showed you with Lucifer and Constantine.
Yeah, like I really wish especially with Black Lightning in this crisis, they would have brought Static Shock into the mix.
Yeah.
That's still a thing. That's still the catalyst for Black Lightning. I just don't know who they're looking at or how, but that's always been the plan. At some point, he's gonna get put in there at some point. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, because
I have a feeling like his daughters if the Legends keeps going and say they don't stop Legends, because Legends is kind of like the catalyst for like, hey, we're not using you on this show right now. Go be over here for a season. So I have a feeling like something like his daughters may like go off and join Legends or something like that, and then we can kind of like bring in Static Shock to be along with Black Lightning or something like that, and then spin him off. Or they can do like a.
Nah, you can't take his daughters off the show. You can't, not off his show. You can't take his daughters off because they play a vital role so far in all of this. Like they
pause for the cause. I haven't seen none of this season, so okay.
Oh yeah, they play a vital role. Like you got to watch this season and you'll see why they can't. Like he got a lot of work to do with his daughters, and so taking them out, like Static could be a guest role on there because the fact that he is.
Well, no, they can. What I was gonna say is they can do how they did Flash with Arrow. They can backdoor pilot. They can backdoor pilot Static Shock.
That's what I was gonna say. They can Flash still on Arrow. That's how they start him off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
they could definitely do it that way. If they want to do it, that would be that's just how they did with Arrow's daughter. They backdoor piloted that particular show, like not even one episode. They did like freaking half of last season with them in the future. So
yeah, I got to finish watching. I only watched the first episode of Titan season 2. I got to finish watching that too.
Oh boy. Okay, let's talk about Titan finale. I won't spoil it for you. You already kind of know, what you call it.
Man, I'm pretty sure it's Dick and Deathstroke fighting.
Yeah, but no, it's just that how it ends. I put it like this. I mean, if you've seen like the trailers and stuff like that for the finale, somebody does. One of the team members does die. Trust me, it's not who you expect. Trust me, it's not who you expect, and it kind of catches you like, huh? But then
probably Starfire.
But then, well, have y'all watched any of season 2?
But this is what I'm getting at. I feel like they should.
It won't be her because season 3 is Blackfire, her sister. So no, just me.
Oh, okay. I feel like they should have roped Titans into this crisis thing some type of way too, because even though you guys,
they cameoed them as their Earth exists within their universe. So they cameoed Jason Todd because he cameoed in the very beginning. Jason Todd and Hawk. Cameoed.
Because that's why I was saying, because of the fact that Dick killed his Earth. That's why I was saying Dick killed his Earth, Batman. Well, I don't think he killed them. I don't know. Hell, you never know. Batman been thought to be dead so many damn
we've
times.
had some. I'll say this, but we've had some good Batmans that's not from the Gotham show. I'll say that much in the past 2 months. Like that plays Bruce Wayne on Titans. I like him.
I mean,
and there's a moment in season 2 where Batman actually dances, which is kind of funny.
I like in Crisis when I saw that Batwoman killed Bruce, because I can't remember old girl's name for shit. Killed Bruce. I was like, I like his voice as Bruce and Batman. I don't like his acting as Bruce and Batman.
He didn't really do the full on to me, because I was kind of listening hard to that scene.
He didn't do the Batman voice.
That's what kind of disappointed me, honestly.
Yeah, he talked in his regular voice.
Yeah, that's what I kind of was disappointed. Then I also found out backdoor that he was like, because people have been trying to figure out like what version of this person. He was the Zack Snyderverse, so he was basically Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck of that. Basically that universe. And spoiler, that the reason why he's in the exosuit is because
he got his back broke, didn't
he? Killed Superman, but Superman left his mark though.
Yeah. So, flexed on him.
Yeah,
he might got kryptonite. He got a little street left.
He got flexed, all right. But anyway, definitely got flexed.
It would have, you know what, the best scene for that would have been showing Superman put him in like the torture rack move and breaking his back. Oh
boy, I'm pretty sure. All right, shoot, I just realized this is a lot of DC stuff we're talking about on this show. But anyway,
I mean, we can skip over to some Marvel Disney stuff real quick.
No, we will. I mean, we can. I mean, we're in Disney realm. We might as well just keep it going. So Joker 2 has been announced. I'm gonna pose a question. I haven't seen it either. I'm gonna pose this question though. How do y'all feel about this? Is it really needed? Because here's my take on it, and then I'll let everybody give their take on it. I haven't seen it, but I feel like Warner Brothers or DC should. I don't feel the Joker movie needed a sequel. I feel how they should have approached it is take some of the most interesting characters, and their villains are probably I would say DC has a very good villain role gallery. If you wanted to if this series wanted to be just all about Batman, these villains, then each movie in this particular series, you got the Joker, we do a movie called Dent for Harvey Dent or whatever, something like that. I mean, we kind of know where the Penguin came from based on Gotham, so that kind of like threw that out the window immediately. Can't do anything really on him or the Riddler, because they kind of like explained a lot of that stuff there, unless they want to do a different, unless they each have a different origin story from what was shown on Gotham. But I think they should have just went with another character from the rogue gallery, just villain, like the DC villain series of villain movies or villain origin, something.
I feel like a Clayface or
there you go. I like
or a Scarecrow.
Boy, y'all in Clayface and Batman Beyond.
Exactly. I just want a Clayface. I mean, it's
like if you think about it, Clayface is one of his like he don't get a lot of shine.
Nope.
And Clayface gave Batman a lot of hell.
Yep. That was my favorite episodes. I remember running home hoping an episode of Clayface and Batman will be on by the time I get home.
Man, it was my favorite part 2 series. Man, when we come,
that's right. That was like one of the episodes that was like a 2-part thing.
Yeah.
It was. That's what I'm saying.
because he was an actor and he had an accident, and you know.
No, that wasn't. No, it wasn't an accident.
It was that cream that he put on his face.
Yeah.
No, like I think like he
mutated.
had some ties with the mob or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Like
And
I
they
ain't seen.
doused him.
It mutated.
Yeah,
They mutated.
Yeah.
Has anybody watched Doom Patrol? Because I just started watching it this week.
Oh man,
It's
man,
good.
I ain't seen
I'm
Doom Patrol in
hooked.
so long. But
It's
cool.
it's okay. So Briario can relate with what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Clayface's kind of mutation is very similar to what you call it on Doom Patrol.
Elastigirl.
Yeah.
See, look, I love the character build up. I thought I was gonna be upset that
Man, I
whole
love
season
Crazy
because-
Jane, man. All her different personalities. Man.
No, but hear me out. I really thought that we was gonna be going through that whole season just watching her melt until they finally gave her full potential, let her use like her elastic powers to save everybody. Because I know everything was going left field when they were trying to get old boy back into that dimension and say everything. It's like everything was going to shit.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. From where I am so far, it's a very good show. Brandon Fraser as Robot Man, he is funny as heck to me.
Yeah,
The show is way better than I thought. I went in kind of like, okay, let's see what this is about, and I'm like, I've been watching. I'm like, I can't stop watching. It's really good. It's really good. All right. Let's see here. Runaways. So Runaways. What's the start date? Because it's December already. What's the start date for Runaways? Anybody know? Season 3?
no.
We'll find out. So Runaways is going to be on doing its last season. In addition to that, lumped on top of that is the Marvel TV division is shutting down, primarily due to Kevin Feige is trying to consolidate a lot of the properties under Marvel Studios for Disney Plus. So a lot of these shows are getting axed. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s getting axed. Cloak and Dagger has had its final season, but they'll be in season 3 as well. Feige also said something else that's very interesting too. I don't know if he said that just so he can reincarnate them on Disney Plus and probably put them in the actual MCU itself, but he said the shows are not canon.
Y'all killing me.
I know, man. You mentioned the Green Man, Luke Cage, so it's got to be canon in the New York incident.
I don't know, man. I don't. It could be a good idea or a bad idea, but like I've gotten so used, and I love the actors that they have that's already playing these characters. It's like,
I do know this much though. I know that plays Matt Murdock. He has been already. They say I think 2 to 3 characters are like the casting for those characters will remain. Like they said, Daredevil cast is. Like that cast is getting put somewhere. They just haven't. The word is that it's either like FX or Hulu. And they said a lot of them are Trista may be going to Hulu.
They can't start any production until 2 to 3 years from now, which is really bad.
I mean, there's a lot of moving parts going on, man. We got like the shows that they're shooting. They're already shooting like WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier and all that stuff. They're already shooting those shows. No show's gonna be coming out next year. Hey, they could potentially start shooting those shows.
I thought something was coming out this December.
No, that's not for Marvel. A lot of this stuff is not coming out to spring 2020. Like a lot of it's not. Like a lot of the shows that we, comic like Marvel fans are waiting for, like those type of shows. Those shows we're not getting those shows till 2020, like springtime.
And speaking of that, somebody kind of already revealed like a snippet of WandaVision.
Yeah, and I know some people. Are having an issue, and I had a friend of mine. He was like, he even told me himself, and he didn't. I caught on to it, but he didn't. He was like, I heard this supposed to be like a laugh track and all this stuff. I say, I get what they're doing. They're doing like, I'm gonna give an example. Meet the Beavers and some junk like that. All the shows from back in the 60s and 50s and stuff like that, they all had the laugh track when.
Yeah, but there's a reason. There's a reason.
There's a reason. She's more likely. This is just my perspective. She's creating her own reality because One part of it that hinted to is because one, the guy that played Quicksilver is casted for WandaVision, and that plays the Vision is casted as, of course, but Quicksilver was kind of the giveaway that she's doing like a House of M type of thing, and then they also said she's going to be a key villain in the MCU, going forward in Phase 4. Yeah, she snapped, and she's gonna be. They said she's supposed to be kind of like she's co-starring in the Doctor Strange movie. She's supposed to be a villain in a good piece of that.
Thanos pushed her to that limit, but I mean, what I'm trying to see, what we got, Black Widow coming up in 2020.
Yeah, Black Widow will be the first movie. Will be really be the first movie of Phase 4. Speaking of, okay, so let's talk about that. The trailer came out for that as well over the time we've been off. What are you guys' thoughts on the Black Widow trailer? I liked it. I loved it. It was what I expected. I have some people that are up in arms. They're giving it. They're kind of giving it. I have some people that I know that are giving it like the Ant-Man shrug. It's like, it doesn't really matter.
When it comes to Marvel, I gotta watch the movie first.
With Marvel movies, you have to. With Marvel movies,
Ant-Man was awesome.
Right, with Marvel movies, this is what some people don't understand about with Marvel. There is no movie in Marvel's, like, in the world of Marvel that don't matter. It may not matter at the time, or it may matter later on.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, like Taskmaster, that movie they exist just for Taskmaster to exist within the MCU. I think that's one thing. Because the friend I was talking to, I told him, I said, well, because he was like, why are they doing so many prequels now? I said, well, let's take it this way. If there was no Iron Man 1, right? And they came out with
the rest of the MCU.
No, and they came out with the Eternals in 2008. Would you even give a damn? No, you wouldn't, because you don't know who the Eternals is. But because now we know who Thanos is, we know who Celestials are, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, you care about the Eternals now.
Yeah, and another thing, like I said, the end of Captain Marvel set up for Phase 4 too, because they were on. Because like when they showed Nick Fury on the ship, that's setting it up for the Nova Force. Everything, like everything is being set up. That's what you gotta respect about Marvel.
Yeah. Because like just how much we ragged on just how much like we ragged on Age of Ultron, people feel like, oh, this is just such an insignificant movie. The plot was rushed, blah blah blah. If you go back and look at that movie now, and after we've got done with Endgame, that movie set up so much different stuff. It's not even ridiculous if you go back and watch Age of Ultron.
That's true, and that's what I was just saying. Like, Black Widow is going to set it up for Taskmaster, which is going to set it up for Moon Knight.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, and I also feel like it's going to bring in another Black Widow too.
Do you think Ronan is coming back?
Roman. Who's Roman?
Ronan.
Oh, Ronan.
Yeah.
Ronan the Accuser or Ronan?
Well, here's the thing. What Marvel has done with the Kree and the Skrulls, they reversed their roles in the MCU because the Kree are the good guys in the comics and the Skrulls are the bad guys. But now the Skrulls are the bad guys and the Kree are the bad, which kind of messes up, which kind of almost screwed over Inhumans in a sense. If the show actually would have done well, because like you have this group of people who are affected by the Kree that are good.
But you know what? They could do it like this. It could be a group of Skrulls that are bad and a group of Kree that are good. Then they just gotta. You got good Kree, bad Kree, good Skrulls, bad Skrulls, and that can set up for a real interesting movie.
Well, I guarantee you this much. Look, goddamn it! The first Fantastic Four movie might as well be Super Skrull. We already got Skrulls already. We already know about them. Just Super Skrull. Just get it done.
No, first Fantastic Four movie. And you already know what the first movie is going to be.
It's probably not going to be Doctor Doom.
They're going to do exactly.
It might not be Doom, bro, because the word, like the script that they're writing, is saying Doom might be in Black Panther 2. They're saying Doom and Namor for Black Panther 2.
I can see Namor for sure. I know they already mentioned him in
Endgame.
In
they can use Doom to tie to the Fantastic Four as well.
Yeah,
they can.
Because remember, Black Panther did fight the Fantastic Four, and he did whoop all the asses. But just
My thing is, like, they gonna have to, man. I don't know if Hugh Jackman gonna do it or what, but they gotta bring Wolverine to the fold.
I don't think Hugh gonna do it. I think Hugh done.
Yeah, Ruffalo wants it to happen because that's the only way he can get a solo movie. So he's pushing for Wolverine versus Hulk because that's the only way he'll get a movie. Because Universal still owns the right to the word Hulk, and they can't say Incredible Hulk as a movie title. So they said the way around it is to do Wolverine versus the Hulk, and that's their way around it to give him a movie.
Do you think they need to go like Old Man Logan? Hulk, like dark?
That wasn't Old Man Logan that fought the Hulk though.
Yeah, not at first. No, that was like later on in the future when they had all those Hulks created. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Which is why I was kind of looking forward to him recasting. Like they kind of egged his own when they was talking about how they wanted what's the boy name?
I just don't want old boy from Harry Potter, bro. I just don't. I really can't.
No, we're not talking about.
No,
I can't like him.
But see, so now you know how I feel about glitter toes being a Batman.
Hey, that man said he don't even know why people like Twilight movies, bro.
I don't care.
Glitter toes.
Well, he's not lying.
Then you gonna get Batista. You gonna get Batista to pay Bane, and I just don't see Batista losing the Twinkle Toes in a fight.
Oh, I am tearing up over here.
Hey man, look, I mean,
but I'm not gonna disagree with what Young said though.
You don't want.
I can't see him playing Wolverine. I can't see it.
I can't see Glitter Toes as Batman. Come on, meet me. You got it. Come on now. You can't see. I can't even see Harry Potter as Wolverine.
God.
We're not talking about Daniel right now.
I'm holding.
We're talking about King's.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, I can see him too. I can
see Eggsy as Wolverine.
I told y'all who I want to be Wolverine.
We know you want Clint Eastwood.
I'm with Young on that one. Scott Eastwood is definitely my number
Eastwood.
Like my number one pick.
Yeah, that's my number one pick to play.
Hey, look, man, they put John Cena in the next Fast and the Furious movie. Then Scott Eastwood can go shoot Wolverine. There we go.
With who?
Wait.
I said they putting John Cena in John Cena is part of the Fast and the Furious cast. So I said if they put him in his place, then Scott Eastwood is out because Scott Eastwood was part of the Fast and the Furious movie. Take him out, he can go play in the Marvel world.
I thought you said you wanted John Cena to be Wolverine. I'm like, nah.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Oh God.
John Cena next role need to be G.I. Joe or something anyway.
Do you really want him to play in a military
He
role?
Could be Duke. He could definitely be Duke.
Moving on.
Be Duke. Anyway. Wonder Woman 84. So this got leaked out during the Brazil Comic-Con. We also got, in addition, along with this trailer, we also got confirmation that Shazam 2 will be on the way. And I think it was something else that came out from that particular thing that was Warner Bros. So I can't remember what the other one is. But yeah, Wonder Woman 84 trailer was came out. It looked dope.
It was pretty.
Let's get straight to the point.
It was pretty. It was very.
Steve's still alive.
Very, very.
How is Steve still alive? I don't know, man.
This
No.
Hey, remember what world you're dealing with here? You're dealing with DC.
Exactly.
We have a crossover event going on at this moment with 52 different Earths, and you want to ask why is he still alive?
How?
He's a doppelganger, probably, or something.
Houseway.
Man, you in a world full of guys and shit, man. Like, hell, anything's possible.
I'm thinking whatever was on that ship is whatever kept him alive.
Yep.
And it had something to do with the watch he had on, because he has on the same watch that he was wearing on the first movie. It's something dealing with time.
Wait,
So
did he die
wherever
on a
he,
plane?
Well,
whenever he left or went on the plane, he was stuck there for all them years.
It was a Flash.
okay. Here's
That's
another.
That's the movie.
Thing.
That's the movie that's coming as well. The Flash movie is still on track to be a movie, which I'm not.
I hope.
With Ezra Miller, I'm not delighted at all.
Okay, Royce,
Exactly.
let me ask you.
My thing is with those movies, you might as well, if you're gonna do a Flash movie, you might as well pull the cast from the TV show to do the movie.
They're not.
Mm-hmm.
After Crises, I don't know anymore because I remember their stance at first when they were before they started making Justice League, they were saying that the TV division and the movie division were two separate worlds. But being that they've already included, the original, what's the guy's name that played the original Batman? God damn it, I just went blank. Your favorite movie, Young, you know his name.
Michael
Oh,
Keaton.
to my Mike Keaton.
Michael Keaton. They said to Michael Keaton because like the first scene in Crisis on Infinite Earth is the guy that played the commissioner in that movie, holding up a newspaper about Batman capturing the Joker. So they're already saying that movie world exists. So the movies and the TV shows intertwine based off Crisis on Infinite Earth. So yeah. Can we get Grant Gustin to play the movie Flash? Because I would freaking love that.
I mean, can we get Michael Keaton to play?
Grant.
Can we get Michael Keaton to play Old Man Bruce in a Batman Beyond movie?
Here we go again with the I think I'm gonna create a chime or a bell for every time I mention Batman Beyond.
The hype.
Like you really didn't get into the Batman Beyond.
No, I do. But Batman Beyond is in the same well of hope that I have for Dragon Ball back in the early 2000s as being a movie.
Oh no, I think
have a feeling.
Batman
I
Beyond.
have a
more.
feeling. But here's the thing,
Yeah.
though, with the Batman Beyond, I have a feeling, somebody would do it, but I have a feeling they're not going to be true to somebody's going to do what they want to do, and it's going to mess it up. That's why I have super low expectations for them to do it correctly because we've had how many Street Fighter movies and they haven't done it right yet?
Okay, well, this is what we not gonna do.
I'm just saying.
We not gonna compare nothing that ain't been made to Dragon Ball or any of the Street Fighter movies. That's what we not gonna do.
I'm just saying. Because the two things they have in common is slaw. But anyway.
Okay, so speaking of Dragon Ball, we just got some new news. Dragon Ball is in the manga. Dragon Ball Super is reaching this climactic arc. Goku and Vegeta finna get some new power ups, so they finna get some new forms, and a new movie is coming.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And it might be the movie that's gonna lead to the anime. You know, like they did Resurrection of Frieza and Battle of the Gods. So yeah, they may do this Galactic Patrol prisoner, which is Mero. They may do a movie for him. They think about it's not sure if it's gonna be that or a second Broly movie, or like a Broly solo movie or something like that. But the reason we haven't had any other anime is because pretty much Toei worked out a deal with the manga writers that let us finish the manga first and then you do the anime so that, we don't have to try to, so Toei don't have to try to keep up with the manga like that. Go ahead and finish, and then y'all can go ahead and draw the anime. Let us finish the story, then you can draw. You'll have the full story for the anime.
Yeah.
I got a question. How do we feel about Johnny Young Boss being Broly?
I watched I heard
it was creepy. I had to think who the hell he was first.
I heard his voice and I was like, Broly as Ichiko, because he just used an Ichiko voice. And then I went back and watched the old Broly cartoons and the old Broly movies, and I was just like, the way they design Broly now, this sadistic Broly the one from the original cartoon, the original anime movies and stuff like that. I love that laugh. I love that voice on Broly because it fits him. This light Ichiko, like when he said when he did that scream, I was just like, I just knew I was gonna hear Bunkai behind it.
See, as said, like, you know, my thing is Johnny's voice never too much changes for all his prominent roles, and the thing is, Johnny's voice fits a character that's like, it doesn't fit somebody like Broly who's a big hulking guy. Even when he's not transformed, he's a big dude. Johnny's voice fits somebody who's slender. He can play somebody strong, but they're not gonna have that type of aura that Broly has. But you know, Vic said that, you know, he's cool with it, even though, you know, I'm like this. I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, I just didn't think they would go with Johnny. But if Johnny ended up getting a role and
that's basically what it is.
It is what it is. I just got thrown off because when I first heard him on the English dub of Fighter, I'm like, the fuck? Ichiro?
and the thing is, you gotta look at it. The group of voice actors for anime is pretty much the same group of people that do all the dubs.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, that's like pretty much the same group of people. Like, you hear the same voice on so many different anime that you be like, okay, yeah, that's such and such, and you know. So, you know, I mean.
So, I have a question then, Young. I have a question for you. Cause I was thinking about this while I was at work a few hours ago. I was like, you know what? In Super, the English dub of Super, when they fought Purple Vegeta, they brought the guy who played Vegeta in the Ocean dub to play him. So I was going to say, would you sit here and have him as a new Broly for English dub? Because he sounds pretty menacing as Vegeta, especially in the Saiyan Saga.
Yeah. Like, I just want I kind of like want the old bro, the dude that played the first Broly voice.
Vic, I don't blame you because we grew up on it, and on top of that, it fits. Even though it killed the shit out of that man's voice, but it fit though. That was the beauty of the whole thing. That it really fit who Broly was.
But this Broly is not psychotic like the original Broly.
Nah, he's more on the sympathy side of anything.
Yeah,
it's like you have to push him. You gotta
push him. And so I was just like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's pretty much, man. As long as the action good, the story is good, you end up getting over the voice.
Yeah.
You end up getting over it. Because I noticed the change when they changed Goku voice from the Ocean voice to Sean voice. I ain't like it at first, but I ended up getting over it.
And then look how well he's did ever since as Goku.
Yeah, so you know, you get over it eventually. I mean, with time you get over it. But all
right, let's see here. Where we at?
I was trying to change. I was trying to throw us to a topic. This fake outrage.
Fake outrage.
Yeah. So if you haven't been on the Twitterverse or Facebook or Instagram, the hate from this new, like the hate for the Mandalorian show.
Oh man, forget them.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that shouldn't even be a topic.
What I'm saying is, like,
you don't like Mandalorian? Go play in trash.
Like us, like our generation, most of us, we grew up with characters. We had to go week to week. We didn't have the instant gratification of watching a whole season in a day. Like, we literally had to grow from season to season, year to year with characters. So to get character development,
right?
These new people and some of the older people so used to like Netflix and Hulu showing the whole season, and you know you can watch a whole season in one day, that these shows are too slow for them, so they don't like how long it's taking the story to build. They don't like how long it's taking for the characters to develop.
Well,
None of that.
That's gonna
It's
change.
just
That's gonna change for a lot of streaming services because Netflix is already about to adopt that. If they already haven't adopted the plan already for some, I think for some people told me some of the new shows that's recently just started, it's week to week now because they're all about spreading those numbers out instead of getting like Stranger Things season 3 comes out and just get like a rush of people. 4th of July weekend, and everybody in the next week of July, next middle of July, the people just drop off the face of the earth, and nobody's watching anything to the next thing.
I want to see that happen. I really want to see them folks' faces when that happens.
Oh, because season 4 is definitely going to be a week to week, and people are going to be so sad.
And that's just how like even though the thing about streaming services was, I can watch everything at one time. I don't have to wait week to week. Guess what? It's going to that now, so you got to watch a show week to week now. Like it's just that's just how it is always been. For a few years, we had the instant gratification of watching the whole season in a day.
Blame it on
Netflix. But you know, like I was explaining to people, like on the Facebook post I was on, I was like, yo, if you didn't grow up in the 80s or 90s and pretty much like the early 2000s, like you didn't start getting involved in shows until like the 2010s and stuff like that, you don't understand how it feels to grow with a show. That's why it was so easy for me to get into like Game of Thrones or something. I know the story had to develop. Yeah. I know it had to develop. That's the same thing with a lot of other shows. Like if it piqued my interest, I'm gonna go ahead and watch it because I know it gotta develop. They're not gonna give you everything you want, pretty much not even in the first season.
Yep. True that.
So like I don't know how many episodes The Mandalorian is gonna be. It's a pretty good show to me. Like right now, to me, The Mandalorian is the Mandalorian is John Wick of the Star Wars universe.
Pretty much.
Like everybody out there now. Speaking of John Wick, nice segue. John Wick and The Matrix 4 are dropping on the same day, May 21st, 2021.
Yup.
So Keanu is the only one that can compete with himself in the box office.
That's pretty much what he's saying. Now try me.
Pretty much. There's gonna be some dumb movie that's gonna decide to come out though. You trust watch.
Yeah.
Like,
and the studio gonna wonder why it didn't do well.
Exactly.
Not talking about you and other females like you, Tink. But that's the double feature date night movie that a lot of females is not gonna want to go to. Babe, let's go watch a double feature. Oh, what we gonna go see?
John Wick and Matrix 4.
And see, and I don't go to the movies unless it's an action movie. I never go to the movies to watch a chick flick or a comedy. That's just me.
Yeah, I've been that way for a while.
If I'm gonna go to the movies, I need car accidents, I need explosions, I need to keep me awake.
You want the speakers to be
in the movie now. Keep it in the movie, not in real life.
In the movie, snap.
And then, like my thing is, I've been hearing a lot of backlash on Rise of Skywalker. Like, I'm gonna go to the movies and watch the movie. I'd have been to the movies to see every Star Wars movie, so why stop now?
Exactly.
But they, according to video games today, I think it Fortnite this Saturday you can watch the movie through Fortnite. I think that's what J.J. Abrams said.
The fuck?
I kind of
it was on the video.
I know it was on the Game Awards. I caught the end of that one. I'm gonna go read into that one. All right, man. So I moved. Like, we're gonna talk about some stuff from the Game Awards. Like the new Xbox got announced tonight. So we're gonna talk about that on next week because it's a lot of stuff to get into.
Man, well, I guess Sunday is next week.
Huh?
Royalty.
I guess Sunday is next week.
Yeah, Sunday is next week for us. Yeah. What's up, Snap?
Yes. No.
He just went like blank.
He was like, royalty, huh?
Bro, you good?
But yeah, man. we're gonna bring issue 123 to a wrap, man.
Hold on, let's close. Let's talk about Ghostbusters right quick.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Go ahead.
So
I'm intrigued by the story.
I am too. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. I hate that they're saying they're comparing it to Stranger Things. That's the only thing I'm hating about.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm hating about it too. But
it's like, what's popular now? Stranger Things are popular. Of course, you're gonna probably bring in one kid from the show, but look how Stranger Things introduced like Ghostbusters in their mix. It's like
plus this is actually canon because the women's Ghostbuster not canon because even when they cameoed in the movie they were even the same people.
Yeah, this is canon. This is dealing with Egon's grandkids because the guy that played Egon is actually dead. That's why I got a feeling Dan Aykroyd, and the other two, I'm going
to. So I have a feeling about this. So I have a feeling
in the trailer,
that Egon has stored all of the creatures and the monsters that they fought in that thing.
Yeah, at the bottom.
I think the containment unit is at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think that sucker's gonna give way.
Yeah, 30 years of just ectoplasmic goo just rotting away. Yeah, it makes sense, and I got a feeling like they gonna find out. Dan Aykroyd and them gonna find out. Venkman and them gonna find out, and then they gonna end up coming probably like midway through the movie or towards the end. Because let's get it, they old as hell now, so you know they really ain't got much Ghostbusting left in them.
Yeah, true that.
Hey, nice replica.
But yeah, man, it looks good.
That was my favorite part of the trailer.
I mean, it kind of gave me call for pause when I saw Sony up there first, but then as I saw the trailer, it gave me a little hope.
The actual there's a Ghostbuster game on PlayStation. It's actually really good.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think I played a demo before. I think it's the one from PS3 that they remastered for PS4, and I remember playing that one on PS3. It's really good. It's a really good Ghostbuster game, honestly. But all right, man, we're gonna bring this issue to a close.
Man, I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Snap.
Right.
I'm back. I don't know what happened myself. I was just asking them about ACH, and then I got cut off. But yeah, I'm back though.
We'll talk about some AEW, WWE, and some ACH stuff next week. I actually want to talk about that stuff because he blackballed anyway. But yeah, we're gonna bring this issue to a close. Issue 123. We'll see you guys next week for our best of year show. We'll be talking about everything for best of 2019 and best of the decade. So we'll see you guys on next week.
And I was about to say,
and then
and I was gonna be a solo call. I was about to say that, but screw it. But yeah, Royalty. I was about to say, do you still want to do that little sparring match if you got time?
Yeah.
All right.